Okay, this is really weird for me. I've never spoken to a camera before. So I'll introduce myself. I'm Lillian Meal. I currently live in Guernsey and I'm a film creator. So I was going to talk to you today about why I created my last video, which was Evidence. Okay, that was disgusting. Okay. And I didn't think I'd be filming a video today, especially of my face, so I did not prepare. So I look like a total, mess. And I am a mess. My last video was about domestic abuse. I filmed it in one day and I edited it in one day, which is a mouthful. It's hard to say edited. We got there, okay? It was for my project of sensory in my physical, sensory and virtual project, and it's going to be displayed, I'm hoping, in a pretty black, like a dark room, and it's going to be projected onto a wall with surround sound speakers to get that, feeling you're in there with her, you're in the dark, you're watching some sort of crazy footage that shouldn't have been created in the first place. Domestic abuse, it happens, it shouldn't happen, but it does. That's just our world, right? So I've had a couple questions and I just wanted to answer a few of them on camera rather than type it out in a message, because people are probably asking the same questions. People have just been messaging me and being like, why did you do that? So that's the first question. Why did I do it? I did it as a project at college. That's the most important thing. I probably wouldn't have made it if it wasn't a college project. Because when college gives me a project, I think of video ideas for that specific project. I decided to do my sensory project on domestic abuse as I wanted to collab with the FX artist on our course here at college. Because she's insane, I don't know how she does it. And I messaged her and she was interested in helping me create something weird, It started out we were thinking maybe a kidnapping thing. The idea was always a girl alone in a room and she's talking to a camera. That's always been the plan. After a bit of talking, bit of consideration, we decided to do it on domestic abuse, as it will have more of a meaning in our projects. It will have more of a purpose than a kidnapping thing, which is still a big deal, but obviously it's not as common, and it's probably less likely somebody who's been kidnapped is going to find a camera and stuff like that. I wanted to bring some light on the subject because it's not talked about loads, because people don't really want to talk about it. It's a very tough subject. People have had their own experiences with it, and it's a tough subject. You never really want to think about a human hurting another human, right? That was the plan, to get people talking about it, basically. How I did it was, to film it, I actually used my phone. I have an app on my phone which is called VHS Cam. It puts a filter over the footage I'm filming to make it look like it's filmed on a VHS camera. The reason I wanted it to be, for it to appear as if it's been filmed on a VHS camera is because, first of all, I thought it'd be a cool thing to try out, getting a different filter, making it purposely bad quality, so you'd have to focus more on what she's saying, basically. You won't get distracted by whatever. So I filmed it on my phone, basically, not very professional, but I have used other cameras in the past. Right now I'm using a Sony. Okay, so who helped was my next question, because obviously in the video you only see two people, and the truth is there was only four of us. Working on this video. There was Anya, who was the girl who was abused, Amarin, who was Jess, the abuser, and I was filming and I wrote the video myself, and I edited, got that right. and we had Daisy who did the FX for us. Those 3 other people really made it possible. I would not have been able to create something as powerful as I did with just myself. Okay, so I've got next, how did you plan it and how did you write it? I wrote it while watching Harry Potter on a Sunday. And I just wrote the script out. Well, I say script, it was prompts rather than scripts, because I wanted it to be improvised a lot by the actor. And with those prompts I wrote down, you know, what sort of makeup I would want for that scene in particular. And Anya did amazing with improvising on the spot, you know. I would kind of explain roughly what I wanted her to say, and even I didn't know what I wanted, right? I was kind of just like, oh, say something like this, see how it goes. It came so naturally to her, like, I don't know how she did it. Ooh. So that's a lot of fun. I'm scared. Well, when you're filming, it's very different from seeing the final thing. You don't know how intense it's going to be because you can't really picture it inside your head until you've done it all, basically. It took possibly, I think it was like, we filmed around 9:30 till about 12, so 2.5 hours it took us, and it took me maybe an hour and a half to edit, because there wasn't much like post-production really to do. It was just finding the right bits and putting it together, taking out some stuttering but not a lot of stuttering, because stuttering shows you're scared, you're nervous and you're not prepared, which is what the victim in the video would have been. So I wanted it to seem pretty real, like evidence footage, which is why it's called evidence. So filming overall was really fun, and because it was so fun to film, I was thinking, this is not going to be what I wanted. It's going to be too light-hearted and stuff, because we were just cracking jokes in the middle of it, you know. And when she forgot a line or went blank on something she wanted to say, we would just laugh, like, and I was just thinking, is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? We don't know. And you don't know, honestly, until you start editing and you're like, something spicy's happening right now. So before I go get Daisy to talk about the FX a little bit more, I wanted to talk about my response to other people's responses to my video. And I was completely overwhelmed. I showed my class as soon as I was done editing, and seeing the video get the exact response I was hoping, like, I'd upset a few people because it was such an intense video, and it got to me. I was choked up, I was speechless, everyone was staring at me. It was kind of embarrassing, but you know, it happens. I'm quarter Italian, so my emotions are right there, they're right on the surface, they are ready to overflow with anything, honestly. Was insane to see people talking about it, to see people sharing it on Facebook. I've had messages from people who I've never spoken to before saying they really liked my video, which is, you know, lovely. Most viewed video, we like that. We like a most viewed video because it gives me confidence. You know, it really pushes me to go further. I have a little audience, which is what this is all about, getting an audience. Good. So this is Daisy.
Hi.
This was my FX artist.
Hi.
She is mine.
Hi.
My possession.
Get back here.
Okay. So, I messaged Daisy and said, hey girl, like your stuff, know you quite well, why not make a video together?
And I said no, not really feeling that. No, and I said, yes, that sounds awesome. What's the video going to be about? Give me all the gory details. And Lily very nicely said, something kidnappy or abusey. And I said, okay.
I'm
cool.
a good girl. So that's the tea. Yeah.
Filming was okay because we could, how do I say this without sounding really insensitive?
Yeah, I know. Well, it was like friends hanging out and making a fun video.
Yeah.
Like, the meaning wasn't fun, but...
No. But it was easier to make the video if we could kind of make each other laugh. Otherwise, it would have just been too intense to film.
And then it wouldn't have been fun, which meant the acting wouldn't have been as good and everyone would want to cry.
Yeah.
Which,
flat out.
that was my editing. I wanted to cry editing it. because I was cutting out all the funny
Yeah.
bits
Yeah.
and making it serious.
Yeah, I wanted to cry watching it,
Yeah.
and I think everyone else did as well.
Yeah,
And one of us did.
Oh yeah, I said before, I was speechless. I was choked up because some people were actually crying
Yeah.
after watching that.
Yeah.
And our lecturer, Mark, hi, said
Shout out.
that was a professional video, which made me cry more because that's what I want to do forever.
Yeah, it was a really professional video.
Thanks.
And I mean, the makeup wasn't half bad either.
Oh yeah, the
so,
makeup was what made it happen. It's true though. Like with the makeup, like
The
despite
makeup, the acting, and the editing all came together.
Yeah. It's like despite what the actor in the video was saying, it's the makeup that really tells the story. Which, you know, it doesn't matter what you write. She could have been talking about anything and you would have still seen the makeup appearing, you know?
That's true.
Mm.
Did add to it, definitely.
Daisy put in 100% effort and I put in 50.
It's the other way round. It's like, oh, you want me to do it? Okay, I'll just pop in, do the makeup. Lily's like editing frantically, and I'm just like, just doing the
Crying,
makeup, man.
like a single tear, like.
Yeah.
But it worked.
I'm editing my like shitty YouTube videos in the background after watching that. Literally, I watched your video because we had like the premiere. I
Yeah.
watched your video and then I go back to edit my like shit YouTube video and I'm there like, this just seems so pointless now. Like there's horrible things going on in the
Yeah.
world.
Like with my other videos, they were never intense. They never really had a big issue attached to them. Like it was.
They were great videos,
Mm.
but this one was just so
Oh, yeah,
intense.
but it was my favourite to edit together, to see the story coming together.
Definitely.
I mean, the truth is, everyone on our course is extremely sad.
Yes. Yes.
So when I make a sad video, everyone,
Literally me.
when people watch my video, I'm like, yeah, they're there for Daisy.
No, they're not.
But you haven't done like a story video before with FX.
I have not done a story video. I've made up for my pictures on Instagram. I've made up little kind of backstories, but not massive ones. So it'll be like, I got shot in the eye for something or other, and there was one where I did bloody knuckles, and I beat up a Trump supporter as the caption, which
We
I
like
thought was
that.
valid.
I can tag Trump now.
Yeah. So go and follow me on Instagram. It's at Bloody Bellis. I'm still, it'll probably be in the description.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to. But yeah, I was going to do it
Yeah, no,
anyway.
you are. So go and follow me on Instagram. I post really gory pictures and I make monsters and do gross things on people's faces and take pictures of it. And I show you how to do those things on YouTube, same username. Lily will tag it in the description box below. So yeah, go give me a follow, go subscribe. I only have like 3 videos up at the minute on my YouTube channel, and one of them is the trailer for the video that we're talking about right now. So go have a look. You won't regret it.
You won't. She's amazing. So this is my bestest friend. My best friend
The way
Declan.
you keep saying that makes me so uncomfortable for some reason. Like, it just sounds so like, this is my bed. like,
That's because it is.
yeah, okay.
This is the god of my world, Declan. He's in all my videos basically because I have no other friends. So what did you think of the video when you first saw it? Because this is the first video you've done
Yeah.
that you weren't in.
I thought it was really intense and it made me feel very uncomfortable. Your editing portrayed domestic abuse in a very realistic way. So that's good, I guess. So is that it?
Yeah.
Nice.
So thank you for the support on the video. A lot of fun to make. A lot of fun to see other people watching it.
A lot of fun to work on and to plug on every piece of social media
Oh,
we
yeah.
both have.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I did it on my Snapchat story. Like I have.
I showed it to my mum. My mum goes, I'm gonna be thinking about that all day.
My mum cried.
Really?
Oh yeah. She was like breaking down.
Hi mum, by the way.
Hi Jaws.
But
Oh yeah. Hello parents. Hello everyone who
Hi,
is
Dad.
watching.
I love you all.
And now we're saying goodbye after that very wholesome ending.
Yes.
By the way, I do actually have eyebrows. You just can't see them.
I can see them. They're there. Trust me, you can't see my eyebrows. I lost my contact eyebrows, so I can't do my eyebrows.
Oh, hate that.